It's 6 o'clock on Oluyole 98.5 FM.
The news.
Good evening. This is Iman Goke Adenrele. Reading with me is
Afolakemi Akombi. Good evening.
Bringing you Newscope, our daily news program of in-depth reports, interviews, and commentaries. First, the highlights. Federal government directs MDAs to patronize made in Nigeria goods.
Governor Makinde presents a staff of office to new Onifiditi.
Lawmakers begin review of Oronsaye report.
Dozens killed in attack on village in central Mali.
Now the details. Vice President Kazim Shettima has called for the prioritization of local content and promotion of made in Nigeria products, citing that Executive Order 003, which makes the patronage of locally manufactured products mandatory, is still in effect. Shettima also says the federal government has partnered with the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria to devise an actionable roadmap and policy framework that would refurbish the nation's manufacturing sector. He affirmed that the roadmap and policy framework would be speedily implemented to effect the needed changes that will revamp the sector. The Vice President, while declaring open the 3-day National Manufacturing Policy Summit, regretted that the sector had endured a series of setbacks over the past decade, the inequities in the nation's economy, as well as over-dependence on imports.
Meanwhile, the federal government has revealed that Nigerians spent a total of 16.5 trillion naira to buy diesel, petrol, and generators to get electricity in 2023 alone. It also announced that the former power sector, including electricity generation, transmission, and distribution companies, made a total revenue of 1 trillion naira last year amid the over 16 trillion naira spent by power consumers in the informal sector. Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu rolled out these facts at the ongoing 2024 Nigeria Oil and Gas Conference in Abuja, however noted that electricity consumers on Band A category now gets up to 24 hours supply of power. He said even a number of industries with the self-generation capacity are off the national grid, as such industries now have their captive power between their environment with gas-powered generators. The minister added that spending in this sector out of the grid is close to 20 trillion naira. Mr. Adelabu also stated that the federal government is currently working hard to earn the trust of power consumers, stressing that it would be better to spend on electricity provided by the national grid because it is cheaper than spending on diesel or petrol-powered generators.
The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has charged the newly installed Onifiditi of Fiditi, Oba Shakiru Adekola Oyelere, to collaborate closely with the state government in addressing present issues such as community development, education, healthcare, and security in the state. The governor gave the charge while presenting the staff of office to the monarch during a special coronation event held at the Fiditi Grammar School, Fiditi, in Afigio, local government of the state. Governor Seyi Makinde, who commended the selection process of Oba Oyewole, noted that the process was diligently followed, starting with the endorsement by the entire family, the local government, and scrutiny by the State Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters. In his acceptance speech, Oba Shakiru Adekola Oyelere, who appreciated Governor Seyi Makinde on his unwavering dedication to the growth and prosperity of the state, said his main focus is on education advancement and to foster economic growth that will create opportunities for all. In his welcome address, the State Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters, Ademola Ojo, noted that the momentous event signifies a pivotal chapter in the history of Fiditi. The coronation of the 10th traditional ruler of Fiditi was graced by top government functionaries, traditional rulers, religious leaders, family and political appointees, among whom was the chairman of BCOS, Mrs. Dotun Olaitan, and the corporation's general manager, Mr. Goke Adelakun.
In the meantime, students of the University of Benin today staged a protest over a power outage that has been on for over 3 weeks and counting. The protesting students blocked the outbound route of the Lagos-Benin Expressway, forcing motorists to continue their journey only on the inbound route. They said the situation has become unbearable. The main gate of the University of Benin was also shut down while the demonstration lasted.
Parents have been charged to inculcate a timely lifestyle and attitude in their children to harness their full potential for a better and productive life. An educationist, Dr. Iyanuoluwa Oluwasakin, gave this charge while speaking with BCOS on the negative impact of lateness to school on children and society. Our reporter, Ginika Okechukwu, examines how late coming to school can affect children and society.
Lateness to school has been identified as one of the observable problems bedeviling the education system in Nigeria. Lateness to school refers to failure to be present at appropriate times for school activities or lessons, leading to certain deficiencies in the attainment of the goals and objectives of the institution. Not only does lateness affect the rubric of the National Policy on Education, but lateness to school fundamentally affects the fabric of society. As a result, every society should take steps in home activities. Waking up late, long distance to school, social media, etc. have been attributed to causes of lateness to school. All these are not only detrimental to their academic performance and learning, but also their growth and societal value, which can make or mar a child's and society's worth and development. In a chat with BCOS, an educationist, Dr. Iyanuoluwa Oluwasakin, emphasized the importance of time and its benefits.
Time is life. If a child is able to work with time, timing is a life skill that a child needs to succeed as an adult in life. Without that attitude, they tend to have issues in life.
Advising parents, Dr. Oluwasakin cautioned parents and teachers to desist from encouraging such acts, adding that disciplinary action should be implemented when necessary.
We should do everything possible to make sure that children are time conscious, because time is life. Counseling, very important. Okay. You don't just beat the child. It doesn't, especially when you are involved in nursery, primary children, even secondary school children. There is a limit to which you can just beat them and do that. You counsel them and you counsel their parents too.
The expert concluded by imploring parents to instill timeliness in their children as a lifestyle and attitude towards a productive life. Ginika Okechukwu, BCOS News.
Governments have been urged to accelerate the implementation of state policing to effectively address the nation's insecurity challenges. Security experts Professor Femi Olufumilade and Dr. Adekunle Okunola made this remark while speaking on the BCOS Television Current Affairs Breakfast program AM 120. Our reporter Faith Adekunle will monitor the program as the details.
During the AM 120 program's discussion on insecurity beyond rhetorics, a security expert, Professor Femi Olufumilade, emphasized the importance of public participation in combating insecurity, stressing that individuals should consider themselves as stakeholders in these efforts. He also emphasized the need for military media collaboration to educate the public on identifying potential suicide bombers and explosives so as to prevent them from carrying out their dastardly acts.
You need the cooperation of the local populace as informants so that when they see something, they will say something. But when the local populace are afraid of you, that you are indeed part of the problem we are facing. You are there as not a defender, but as collaborator with those causing mayhem, decimating them. Then they are not going to be willing to volunteer any information.
Also featuring on the program, another security expert, Dr. Adekunle Okunola, viewed the insecurity situation as a wake-up call for the government to take decisive action. He emphasized the need for the police and government to reassure the public, fostering trust and encouraging the reports of suspicious activities.
We don't have an acute, a versatile information gathering, intelligence gathering in Nigeria, and security officers, they are not ghosts. Security breathes on information, it breathes on intelligence. So when intelligence are lacking, there will be happenings. And so the security officers will be hindered because there was no intelligence to act upon. The usefulness of intelligence is that it gives you a premonition of what is about to happen, and you act before, the perpetrators of evil act. And so most of the time, you stop what they want to do. All right? So what we've been clamoring for is that the government should look into the areas of intelligence gathering. There are agencies that are charged with the responsibilities of gathering intelligence, to prevent occurrence and reoccurrence of this kind of a dastardly issues that we're having in Nigeria.
Both experts advise the government to demonstrate a genuine commitment to addressing insecurity, taking intentional and decisive action to ensure public safety and trust. Faith Adekunle, BCOS News.
Senators from the southeast have pleaded with President Bola Tinubu to order the release of the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, led by Senator Inyinaya Abaribe. The lawmakers claimed that unless Kanu is released, the social and economic activities in the southeast region will continue to be stagnant. The senators held a closed-door meeting with the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, where their letter to President Tinubu on the release of Kanu was delivered for onward passage to the presidency. Addressing journalists immediately after the meeting, Abaribe, who spoke on behalf of his colleagues, lamented that the economy and social life in the region had suffered enough due to the continued incarceration of the Biafra Nation agitator. Senator Abaribe expressed optimism that once Kanu is released, the tension and acrimonies engulfing the region since 2021, when it was clamped into DSS custody, would become an event of the past.
This broadcast of Newscope comes to you from the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, Ibadan. The House of Representatives' Special Ad Hoc Committee on Restructuring of Government Agencies and Commission has commenced the process of reviewing the recommendations of the Steve Oronsaye report. The report aimed at reducing the cost of governance through merging, scrapping, and relocation of some departments and agencies of government was submitted to the federal government in 2012. The report on public sector reforms reviewed 541 statutory and non-statutory federal government parastatals, commissions, and agencies. On February 26, 2024, the Federal Executive Council meeting, presided over by President Bola Tinubu, approved the implementation of the report to reduce the cost of governance, according to the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris. According to the recommendation, 29 government agencies would be merged, even as 8 parastatals would be subsumed into 8 other agencies. More so, 4 agencies have been relocated to 4 various ministries, while 1 was earmarked for scrapping.
Nigeria has recorded over 2,100 suspected cases of cholera outbreak across 33 states of the Federation. This was disclosed by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, which put the fatality rate at 3%. The NCDC identified Emergency Operations Center is providing strategic coordination.
Still on health, practitioners have advised Nigerians to embrace regular exercise and healthy diets as effective measures to mitigate snoring and other health problems. They gave this advice while speaking on the causes and remedies of snoring. Our reporter, Oluwatomishi Oluwajimi, has the details.
Snoring is a common phenomenon that occurs during sleep when the flow of air through the mouth and nose is obstructed. It is characterized by noisy breathing caused by the vibration of soft tissues in the upper airway, primarily the throat. The sound of snoring can range from soft and infrequent to loud and disruptive, affecting both the snorer and their sleeping partners. Snoring can have various consequences beyond the disturbance of sleep. For the snoring, poor sleep quality, daytime drowsiness explained that infant respiratory infection, fatigue, and obesity are the primary contributors to snoring in both children and adults.
We have two types of noise that can occur. We have the snoring and stridor, but snoring is the milder form, and it's a result of a collapse in the upper airway from the supraglottic airway when the patient sleeps due to narrowing of the airway. And it occurs from cradle to old age. When children are growing, there are structures, they call them lymphoid structures, that tend to grow due to the current infection. We call them adenoid. So when they overgrow, they narrow the airway, causing producing the noise when the child sleeps, and it can be from mild to severe. In adults, there are various causes of snoring. We can have from obesity. What these do is that there are deposition of fat all over the body, likewise in the throat. So this narrowing of the airway of the throat will cause vibration when the person sleeps, though it might not be accentuated when the patient is tired. So it's a very possible cause.
Also speaking with BCOS News, a medical consultant, Dr. Uthman Adedeji, mentioned proper medication, healthy lifestyle, and in severe cases, surgery as remedies for snoring in individuals.
For children, once you notice a child have recurrent catarrh, have cough, have fever, and then you now notice that the child started snoring, because there are a lot of complications that could come with snoring. So the best you can do is to take that child to the hospital. Let the child be assessed. They do blood tests, do radiographs to check what exactly is causing that obstruction in that throat of that child. For adults, the best is also to see the doctor. Let them recommend lifestyle modifications, dietary modifications, and exercises that would help reduce the weight of an obese patient. With this, I think there is a solution to snoring.
The duo stressed the importance of seeking medical help immediately when they notice any changes in their breathing or overall bodily health. Oluwatomishi Oluwajimi, BCOS News.
The Nigeria Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has predicted thunderstorm and rains from Wednesday to Friday across the country. NIMET's weather outlook released in Abuja predicted morning thunderstorms. According to the agency, morning rains are expected over parts of Lagos, Ondo, Delta, Ogun, Abia, Rivers, Edo, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River states in the southern region. It anticipated high prospects of continuous rains for Lagos, which might lead to flooding. NIMET urged the public across the country to take adequate precautions as strong winds might precede the rains in areas where thunderstorms are likely to occur. It further urged the public to take note and take safety precaution in places where continuous rains are expected, as flood incidences might occur.
And on the foreign scene, unidentified armed men have killed approximately 40 people in an attack on a village in central Mali. The attack took place on Monday in Jingumbomba village in the Mopti region, one of several areas in Mali's north and center where groups linked to Al-Qaeda and ISIS have been active for more than a decade. The mayor of Bakas town disclosed that armed men surrounded the village and shot at people. While he did not provide a death toll, two local officials speaking on condition of anonymity said about 40 people were killed. A local youth representative revealed that the attack began before nightfall and lasted up to 3 hours. The officials did not identify the attackers and no group has claimed responsibility.
To end this edition of Newscope, here again are the main points. Vice President Kazim Shettima has called for the prioritization of local content and promotion of made-in-Nigeria products, citing that Executive Order 003, which makes the patronage of locally manufactured products mandatory, is still in effect.
The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has charged the newly installed Onifiditi of Fiditi Obashakiru Adekola Oyelere to collaborate closely with the state government in addressing pressing issues such as community development, education, healthcare, and security in the state.
The House of Representatives Special Ad Hoc Committee on Restructuring of Government Agencies and Commission has commenced the process of reviewing the recommendations of the Steve Oronsaye report.
We also told you that unidentified armed men have killed approximately 40 people in a village attack in central Mali.
That is all from Newscope Desk for now. It was packaged by Oluwafumbi Bello and delivered by Iman Goke Adenrele and
Afolakemi Akonbi. Good evening.
Thanks for listening, and don't forget to tune in for the Yoruba version at 8 p.m. Good evening.
Sports and entertainment. We got everything you need and so much more. Yeah. 98.5 FM. Oluyole. 98.5 FM. Hear me now. To your dial to the #1 station. Educative and quality information. Brighten up your day in so many ways. Tune to 98.5. Nice. I take it one. Arabam. You wanna live long. You wanna stay strong. You wanna live long and stay strong. Logun without doctor's prescription. Montenuma, call on doctor's attention if you need solution. Ilera loro, ilera loro, live long and stay strong. Live long and stay strong. Saturday, aláboyún ẹ̀ múra o. Túbọ̀ bó bá ṣe bí ẹni. tó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ẹ̀fọn tó gbòòrò àtúnlọ́wọ́ àwọn tó rẹ̀rọ. Kẹ́kúlẹ̀ gbọ́ngàn sọ̀fún tókò. Cleanliness is essential. Immortalize your potential. Understand the times and your initial. Mọ́tò tó borí àrùn mọ́lẹ̀. Àṣẹ ní ká ṣe lọ́dún. Àyíká àlàbòyún. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ aláboyún ẹ̀ fọwọ́ wọ́n. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣètọ́jú àyíká àlàbòyún. You wanna live long and stay strong. Ladies and gentlemen, more music at NinjaLoaded.com. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and gentlemen, people and love me back. I will take you there, Lagos to Benin, London to Ekene. Say Belen say where you wanna go. Let me take you there. Give me love, oh. Give me plenty love, oh yeah. I wanna dance, oh. So watch me weep and watch me nah. I like your style, I like everything where you yeah. We always smiling, cause the grace of God is always respected. Ijori kilele yo, ladies and gentlemen. We go dance and shake body, oh. Ladies and gentlemen. Everybody dance to my bedroom. Ladies and gentlemen. Agbalagba come and shake body, oh. Ladies and gentlemen. Ijori kilele yo. Ladies and gentlemen. We go dance and shake body, oh. Ladies and gentlemen. Everybody dance to my bedroom. Ladies and gentlemen. Agbalagba tomode come and shake body, oh. Ladies and gentlemen. Careful the car yourself. Gentlemen and mademoiselle. Daddy know me know say. Mommy shout my Joe, let's say, oh. Joe, let's say, oh. Give me love, oh. Give me plenty love, oh, yeah. I wanna dance, oh. So watch me weep and watch me, nah. I like your style, I like everything where you, yeah. We always smiling, cause the grace of God is always respected. Ijori, kilele, yo. Ladies and gentlemen. We go dance and shake body, oh. Ladies and gentlemen. Everybody dance to my bedroom. Ladies and gentlemen. Agbalagba come and shake body, oh. Ladies and gentlemen. Ijori kilele yo. Ladies and gentlemen. We go dance and shake body, oh. Ladies and gentlemen. Everybody dance to my bedroom. Ladies and gentlemen. Agbalagba tomode come and shake body, oh. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and
I cannot wait to see you. You are the treasure I've been waiting for. Do you know how much I really need you? I dey pray for the day when I can finally kiss you. You know, say every day I dey pray for you. Oh, in my heart today's a permanent place for you. That's why my heart it dey beat like do bang, do bang. 'Cause now you I choose, so I am fair, me I am fair. I sing for you wanna be like do bang, do bang. Baby, now you I go pick up, I am fair, me I am fair. But there we go. See, I may not give the world to you, but I'll give you what I have. Oh baby, oh, you are my angel, oh. Kodurole ife mi, oh. Shabby, you know, say every day I dey pray for you. Oh, in my heart, oh, there's a permanent place for you. That's why my